is Alex, and we are here with Volume 2. Today we're going to talk about how the knockout stage is currently underway. As you can see behind us, we've got South Africa and Canada as a part of the first knockout stage game. We're also going to look back at an incredible group stage, 48 teams for the first time ever. We're going to talk about some of our favorite moments so far. And then we're going to look ahead. We're going to talk about some knockout scenarios, specifically what is the Team USA's best chance to survive. Okay? But before we get into that, let's celebrate the group stage a little bit.
Yeah.
It finished up yesterday. There was a couple of really good games. Algeria and Austria ending 3-3. We also, the GOAT showed up once again. Messi.
Beautiful. Free kick.
Off a free kick, right? And there was a lot of questions about whether this 48-team format would work. Joanna, what's your biggest takeaway from this new format?
Hey, as a viewer, if I can get more soccer, like see more football, like I'm open to it. It's something that you get to see so many different types of players, different types of teams, and how they bring a certain zhuzh to it all, right? And so I think it went well. Something you mentioned is that some of these teams, a handful of the African teams that have made it to the knockout rounds, wouldn't have had a chance if there was only 32 teams. So I think it's gone well, and it's been exciting to be able to see the amount of football we've watched.
Yeah, incredible exposure, and thank you for sharing your thoughts. From what I've seen, I think the first couple games, maybe there was a little warming up that's happening, but the soccer we're seeing now, the football we're seeing now is incredible,
like this
off
game,
the charts.
This game is great.
It seems like teams are really warmed up, having that large field. Yeah, there were a couple blowout games, but for the most part, we were really able to lock it in and have some really good challenge. I also want to talk about, it's a good time to reflect for me and you as a couple. Some of our favorite World Cup moments so far. We spent a lot of time here in the Sports Den, hours and hours of football already. Is there a favorite match that stands out for you?
A favorite match. Not really favorite. I would say there's like a handful. So there's so many. I would say watching Morocco has been great. Watching Lionel Messi continue to be the GOAT. And then seeing Brazil actually be the team that they are. In the beginning, Spain, Portugal, and Brazil didn't come out strong, and there was a lot of talk, which it's like, you guys, it's a long tournament, and that's the beautiful game of football, is that anything can happen, right? And every game is so different, and so seeing Brazil come out in their most recent game against Scotland, they scored 3-0, and as much as some may think it's a blowout, but you get to see how they create opportunities and then finish. It's so beautiful to watch. So I would say those would be a few of my few favorite games. Obviously, seeing USA win.
We have to mention our day going to Gallagher's for the second USA game, and then going to a hookah lounge to watch Morocco play against Scotland, which
that was wonderful.
That was just a day of soccer, and then we finished by watching. Was it Brazil? We were watching at the end of the day, I think.
Possibly, yeah.
Anyways, and then we got to host. I would say personally my favorite memory so far together, hosting right here in the Sports Den for the last USA game. Even though they lost, it was just a really special moment and something that we've been wanting to do.
Yeah.
And for us to put our heads together and make that happen, our friends and my mom was here.
Friends showed up.
So shout out to the homies who showed up.
Yeah, for real.
Shout out to my mom Jennifer for showing up.
It was a lot of fun, and being able to just be together as a community, surrounded by love and by football. That's a great memory.
Yeah. Okay, we're now going to transition over to the knockout bracket. So I'm going to take you guys over here as we prepare for the knockout round. All right, y'all. Welcome to our breakout segment here. We're going to quickly go over the knockout stage bracket. As you can see up here, we've got 32 teams, 16 games to be played, while one game, South Africa and Canada, is underway. Now, how this works, you win or you go home. It's single elimination. So this is where the big games and the big excitement really happens. Now, if a game is tied after 90 minutes, there are two 15-minute halves. If the game is still tied after that, we go into penalty kicks. Okay, there's no sudden death, no golden goal. Now, I want to take some time to highlight a couple of important games, really exciting matchups. Starting right here, Brazil-Japan, Monday at 10 a.m. That's going to be really exciting. Two very different teams in the style that they play, but both teams that can be exciting and can score goals quickly. We also have Colombia-Ghana, which is a game that a lot of people are excited for as well, both, again, because of style of play. I want to also highlight Portugal-Croatia. We've got so many tasty, juicy, exciting matchups here in this first round. Now, let's quickly take a look at Team USA's route. Team USA, obviously, we have to win every game from here on out. We've got Bosnia, which is a favorable matchup for us. While Bosnia has a solid team, they don't have much World Cup experience. Once we beat Bosnia, we then face either Belgium or Senegal. For me, this Belgium and Senegal game is a toss-up. I could see either one. Personally, I think I'd rather face Belgium in this situation, but if Belgium's peaking at the right time, they're a dangerous team as well. We then have to face, down here, most likely either Spain or Portugal. We don't want to see Spain at any point, but in order to get to the end, you've got to beat the best teams. Now, here's where it comes. If the United States makes it here, all the way to the semifinal, there's a good chance that we could be playing France. We could see a USA and France final. We could also see, semifinal. We could also see a USA and Mexico final. There's a lot of exciting situations that could happen. But at the end of the day, Team USA has a good shot. Back to you.
And we're back. Thank you, Alexander, for that knockout bracket breakdown.
Yeah, you're welcome, and hopefully it helped some of the viewers out. It was a very quick run through, but a lot of exciting games to be played.
So many. With
that being said, we're going to finish with a quick round. Joanna, any potential upsets? Any team you see as a sleeper in this bracket that could make some moves?
I wouldn't say Japan is a sleeper, but I think they potentially can upset Brazil. I also do believe that potentially Ghana. Mm-hmm. It just sounds like I don't like Colombia, and I'm from there, but like Ghana could potentially upset Colombia if they decide to just be sleeping and walking on the field. Yeah. Morocco and Netherlands. Morocco can be potentially an upset. There's a handful of potentials. What are you thinking? Speaking
of Morocco, in one of my brackets as kind of maybe a long shot, but I do see it as a possibility. I put Morocco in the final for one of my brackets. You never know what can happen. They've got the experience. They've got the talent. The great thing about soccer is anything can really happen. The bounce of a ball, the flick of a foot, a random penalty, the game can change in such an instant.
A toenail of a onside.
Exactly, right? So that's what makes it super exciting and fun to watch. And as we just saw here with South Africa and Canada, one goal is sometimes all it takes.
Yeah, and let's not forget to mention, Canada does move on now. They did win the first knockout game. 1-0 goal was in stoppage time by
Estaquio?
Yeah. Beautiful goal.
Plays for LAFC.
Beautiful goal.
Yeah, beautiful goal. And great finish.
Congrats to South Africa for getting this far. From the first game I watched of their first match, they did well moving forward. They just got better and better. So hopefully they leave with their heads up held high and they can come back for the next World Cup.
Okay. Last question. Which team are you secretly rooting for? Behind the scenes, we know Team USA, we know Colombia. Yeah. But as a fan of the sport, there's other teams that are fun to watch.
France.
I knew it.
In Volume 1, I had mentioned I didn't remember the 2022 World Cup, and then the World Cup before that was 2018.
Mm-hmm. Which France
won. I was asleep during that time. Not physically asleep, but I was asleep on specifically France. And so now seeing them play, they have such great individual players that know how to create opportunities, and then also players that are able to finish those opportunities. So I love watching them play.
Yeah. Aside from Team USA, I'm pulling for Norway. That's my heritage, my people. And they've got a sneaky roster. Obviously, Erling Haaland has been dominant already. But I like the way they play. They're very intelligent, and who knows? They've got Ivory Coast. Oof. That's going to be a fascinating game. And shout out to all these African nations representing.
9 of 10 African countries advanced to the knockout round. So now with South Africa out, we now have 8.
Mm-hmm.
But I have high hopes for some of these. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. So that's all we got for today. Thank you guys again for watching. Please continue dropping comments.
Yes.
If there's something that you saw that you liked, or something else that you want to see moving forward.
Yes.
We'll definitely be back for Volume 3 as we get our knockout stage underway.
Yes. Please like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate all of the viewers, and we're having fun doing this. And support your local businesses, your local restaurants and bars, to watch some of the games, and high five a stranger. It's even if you're not into soccer or football, and a friend invites you, say why not? It's a time to come together, especially with the qualities of summer. It's a great time to take action and feel the vitality from this season. So see you guys soon.